Okay, welcome in one and all. I'm now going to be reviewing all of Wednesday night's action in the NHL. There were only 4 games on tap, starting with the 2 teams you can see on the screen. The Philadelphia Flyers took on the Carolina Hurricanes. Owen Tippett would kick things off a minute and 50 seconds into the first, sixth goal of the season from Frost and Belpedio. That was an even strength goal. Thomas Konechny would then score with 58 seconds remaining in that frame, an even strength goal from Sealer and Couturier. That was his 10th goal of the season, so it was 2-0 for the Flyers heading into the second period. Paling would then get his first goal as a member of the Flyers just 29 seconds into that frame, assisted by Sean Walker and Sean Lawton. Nosen would then finally get the Hurricanes on the board 11 minutes into the period, an even strength goal, his fourth of the season, assisted by D'Angelo and Drury. There were no goals in the third, so 3-1 would be the final from Carolina. With the victory, the Flyers are now 8-7-1, and with the loss, the Hurricanes are 9-7-0. Our next matchup takes place in Edmonton, where we have the host team Oilers, and they were taking on the Seattle Kraken. So we'll take a look at the goal scoring summary in that game. So there were no goals in the first. It would take until the second before any team was able to break through. McDavid would getting his fourth goal of the season, 5 minutes and 21 seconds into that frame, an even strength goal at that, assisted by Draisaitl and Evan Bouchard. Jared McCann would tie things up 7 minutes and 20 seconds into that frame, an even strength goal from Eberle and Alexiak. Bellemare would then get his second goal of the year, 9 minutes and 24 seconds into that frame, an even strength goal from Cardle and Vince Dunn. Wenberg would get his first goal of the season for the Kraken, increasing the lead to 3-1 at that point, with about 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in that period, assisted by Tolvanen and Bjorkstrand. So it's 3-1 in favor of Seattle heading into the third period. Evander Kane would then give the Oilers their second goal of the game, his fifth of the year, an even strength goal from Bouchard and Ekholm at 13 minutes and 28 seconds into that period. And then he would tie the game up late with 45 seconds remaining, assisted by Draisaitl and Nugent Hopkins. So obviously it was all tied up heading into the overtime frame. Kane would then get a hat trick, his seventh goal of the season, to give the Oilers a massive 4-3 overtime win. An even strength goal from Hyman and Bouchard, and that happened at 2 minutes and 57 seconds of the overtime frame. So with the victory, the Oilers, they're still 4 games below 500, but they are now on a 3-game winning streak. They are sitting at 5-9-1, and with the loss, the Seattle Kraken are sitting at 5-8-4. Our next matchup takes place in Denver, where we have the host Colorado Avalanche, and they were taking on the Anaheim Ducks. So we'll take a look at the goal scoring summary. Girard would get his first goal 6 minutes and 40 seconds into the first for the Avalanche, assisted by Johnson and Tatar. Nichushkin would then get his fourth goal of the season, assisted by Taves and Makar, an even strength goal, 12 minutes and 40 seconds into that frame. Carrick would then get the Ducks on the board, his fourth goal of the year, with 33 seconds remaining in that period, an even strength goal from Gudas and McGinn. So it's 2-1 in favor of the Avalanche after 1. Just 1 goal to report in the second. Olofsson would get his second goal of the season, increasing the lead to 3-1 in favor of Colorado. 14 minutes and 33 seconds into that frame, assisted by Connor and Kiviranta, if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. So it's 3-1 after 2. Ross Colton would then get his fifth goal of the season, 3 minutes and 53 seconds into that frame, an even strength goal from Logan O'Connor and Miles Wood. Nichushkin would get his second goal of the game on a power play, 5 minutes and 51 seconds into that period, assisted by Makar and McKinnon. Matt Jones would get his first goal of the year for the Ducks to decrease the lead to 5-2 at that point. An even strength goal from Henrique and Silverberg at the 9 minute and 41 second mark of that frame. Kiviranta will get his first goal as a member of the Colorado Avalanche, increasing the lead to 6-2 at that point, 13 minutes and 13 seconds into that frame. An even strength goal from Gerard and Georgiev. Just 21 seconds later, Andrew Cogliano, I do apologize, would get his first goal of the season, assisted by Kiviranta and Jack Johnson. So it was 7-2 at that point in favor of the Avalanche. With about 4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining, Taves would get his second goal of the year, an even strength goal from Makar and McKinnon. So it was 8-2, and that's where we would stand at the end of the game. So with the victory, the Avs are now 5 games above 500, sitting at 10-5-0. And with the loss, the Ducks are still 2 games above 500, sitting at 9-7-0. The last game takes place in British Columbia, where we have the Vancouver Canucks, and they were taking on the New York Islanders. Now, the one big takeaway from this game is obviously Bo Horvat coming back to Vancouver after spending the past 9 seasons with the Canucks, and obviously was their captain for X amount of years as well. So the Canucks had a bit of a tribute for him. I always find whenever players play for a team for so long, it's always nice that they have a little video just to show their appreciation of that player. And it's not like he left on bad terms. Just that the Canucks were terrible last season and they had to trade him away. Otherwise, he could have walked away on free agency. Or at least they got something back and picks. So, yeah, that was kind of nice. That little tribute for their former captain. Engvall would get his first goal of the year for the Islanders to kick things off on the power play, 7 minutes and 30 seconds into that frame, assisted by Wahlstrom and Aho. Nelson would then increase the lead to 2-0 on a power play goal, their second of that game, assisted by Dobson and Barzell. 8 minutes and 52 seconds was when that goal was scored. So it was 2-0 in favor of the Islanders after the first period. JT Miller would get his 10th goal of the year on a power play for the Canucks, assisted by Pedersen and Kuzmenko, 4 minutes and 39 seconds into that second period. Bo Horvat, a guy I just talked about, will get his 5th goal of the year, an even strength goal from Barzell, 8 minutes and 33 seconds into the second period, to increase the lead to 3-1 at that point. Brock Besser would then get his 13th goal on the power play, 11 minutes and 3 seconds into that frame, assisted by Miller and Quinn Hughes. So it was 3-2 in favor of the Islanders heading into the third period. Hronek would then get his first goal as a member of the Vancouver Canucks. Power play goal, 8 minutes and 30 seconds into that third period, assisted by Hughes and Besser. And then in overtime, Quinn Hughes, the captain, would get a 6th goal of the year, 2 minutes and 36 seconds into that frame, assisted by JT Miller and Brock Besser. So, with the victory, the Canucks have now improved to 12-3-1. And with the loss, the Islanders are now sitting at 5-6-4. I just want to make a quick little note. So now that the Canucks have won, they are actually tied in first place with the Vegas Golden Knights. Who would have thought that just like a week or two ago, Vegas looked like they had this humongous lead in that Pacific Division, and now the Canucks and the Knights are like neck and neck when it comes to the standings in that first place. So what an improvement that they have gone from last year to this year. As always, if you like this type of content, I do videos on the daily. Please feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative as always. Take care.